when you last left off, you all had just won the race of a lifetime, and your victory was cut short as the oceans washed away to the horizon, the sun winked out of existence, and everything turned gray and died. The rest of the masses are left confused, paranoid, freaking out, probably. But the rest of you decide to step out of time and space and take a much needed rest, refilling your spell slots and HP, and for some of you, reducing your points of exhaustion, as you all enjoy a lovely meal of various types of foods at the Journey's End diner. You all began some downtime activities such as crafting and messing with some things, and someone decided to sprinkle a little protodermis on the tiny bit of structured gel that they had, and in doing so, you all were engulfed in darkness. And a feeling washes over you, something that is not your own, and yet you can't help but feel it fully, tremendously. It's this feeling of confusion, resentment, frustration, sadness. I want you to imagine someone. Maybe it's someone you know, someone you're close to, or maybe it's somebody that you have never met before. But as this person comes into view, into realization, they reach out to you. They call to you in desperation, and before you are even able to react, to understand the situation, to learn truly who they are and what's going on, that cry for help is snuffed out. And you are left in the dark with even more of pain and confusion that you had before. It's this sort of frustration of lack of being able to do anything or even understand what was going on, and not really having a chance, a choice. And this desperation to never feel that again washes over you. And as soon as you get the full feeling of this, is when it simply ends. The darkness fades from your vision, and when you look up, you hear the clattering of glass and the dinging of a doorbell. And you look as the shadowy figure of something is pushed out of the front door, and the sign swings to closed, and the sound of paper slaps down on the table. And you look down as all of your dishes have been removed, and there's a simple note that does not have a bill or denotes the cost for anything, but simply says, "Thank you for enjoying your stay." And you guys get the idea that you are no longer welcome in here at the moment and are being ushered out of the establishment.
Can I slap Havelock?
Yes.
Can I
Okay,
shock
yeah,
Havelock?
Alright, I'm gonna just hide behind something real quick.
I liked this establishment. Why the fuck did you have to experiment while we were trying to lay low?
Why not?
That's the type of attitude that gets people killed.
Rephrase that. I
And we-
like to hit Havelock very, very hard.
I spit acid on Freddy.
Before either of you can do anything, and before any dice is even attempted to be rolled, you feel a sudden rush about you, and in the blink of an eye, you both are slammed into the desert sand outside as the door clatters behind you.
Oh shit.
I'll join them on the outside. I'll also leave, like, a platinum as a tip.
The platinum disappears and a note appears on the table that says, "Thank you for your patronage."
Alright.
Can we try to, like, talk things out? Like, try to convince this ghost?
There was basically only one rule to this establishment, and that was nothing dangerous inside. So the fact that you invited a monster and, well, the establishment was spooked by the sudden emergence of the monster and was not sure if it was hostile or not, because there has been a entity very similar to this creature inside of Journey's End. Oh no, was it allowed in? I don't remember, Holgear. The Morbazak, was he allowed in or not?
Morbazak was never allowed in.
Okay, yeah.
Fake Kitongu did stop by, but I don't think he actually entered.
Okay, fair enough. But then when you guys started to fight, that's when you got kicked out. So,
Or, sorry, Morbazak was inside, but he was basically relegated to sitting in a chair.
yeah, basically. So you guys have to behave while you're in there, otherwise you will get kicked out. If you want to come back in, you have to promise to behave.
Speaking of coming back in, as we exit the diner and go to the end of time where it's an endless desert either direction,
Mm-hmm.
do we see the former Flying Dutchman?
Yes, you do see, I think I described him as a Velociraptor-esque type creature. You can see that it has a horn, its eyes are glowing. It actually has medium-sized arms that it could probably walk on all fours, but it has powerful hind legs. Actually, I would almost say that it's more kangaroo-esque, because it is sort of more humanoid, but it does still have this big tail. You can tell that it's would have had some sort of carapace or sort of exterior. You don't assume that it would be like a lizard where it would just sort of be like fleshy skin or something. You can see that there are shapes of something where there actually is like solid plates, and it's not just the sort of fleshy mass that sort of wasn't fully forming around Morbazak's form. This actually does seem to have like bits and pieces of it where it is sort of formed into something that you can't quite recognize, but it does look almost inorganic the way that it's formed, with various pieces. Yes.
No surprise there, given that it was just imbibed with pieces of living metal.
Protodermis is not living metal. Protodermis
And
would be
please-
more related to ambrosia, where it like radically impacts things.
Okay. Allow me to Google what ambrosia is supposed to do.
Ambrosia is like the Greek like nectar of the gods or whatnot that was supposed to be too powerful for mortals, that it would burn their bodies before anything. But only demigods could use it to heal their wounds and satisfy their hunger.
Well, according to Google, it's an incredibly sugary dessert.
Yes.
Also that.
But yeah, if you look at the picture in discussion, you can see like someone that has also been affected by structure gel, where it's sort of half transmuted the person's form into an artificial mass and conjoined it with nearby technology in order to make its. If you look in the campaign info, there's an actual video of this same person. You can see that she's like hooked up to like a fleshy mass that is like generated lungs for her since her lungs got popped.
Gross.
Yes. Well, her diving suit got broken, and she got like jettisoned out into the airlock. Anywho,
So, you are no longer what I would refer to as the object Flying Dutchman. What would you prefer to be called?
Oh, yes. Well, it's really tough to say, but I don't really know what to name me now. But there is some name that I recall. Likan means something to me.
Likan. Very well.
and here I'll type it down for you.
Looking.
Do you know who I am or where I came from?
Not your true name, only the name of the thing you were turned into. Your bones were turned into a flying object known as the Flying Dutchman. What you were back when you were alive, I do not know. Nor what time frame you were from.
That is a shame that my remains were used for necromantic projects, but I suppose I wasn't using them. In fact, I don't know if I am truly back.
I do not know. Pardon me one moment. I am going to step aside.
Okay.
And I am going to cast a message to Omniconnor.
Okay. And you can do this for free.
No, it's a third level spell slot.
Omniconnor will send a message to you first then, and you can respond for free. How about that then?
I don't know why he would do that, but okay.
Just so you don't have to
He's
use a
watching
spell
you.
slot. You hear a voice in your head that says, "Well, Hogir, I can see that you are back. I am concerned about the situation that has just happened with the end of things. What is your plan now?"
Currently, we wish to figure out more information. Where have the gods gone? Why have they gone? Who better to ask than the one who watches all?
If you wish to come see me, my doors are always open.
In your history of watching, have you heard of a thing called Likan? I'm sure you've already seen the one beside me.
I'm gonna roll. I got a natural 20.
Hell yeah. Of course, it's
Yes.
Omniconnor.
I do know of a man named Likan. He was a fate weaver like you. He also went about rescuing individuals trapped in time. In fact, he might have saved someone from your lineage long ago, of course. He was a member of the land. He stayed away from society, and he was not a druidic person, but he made many friends with the natives of the land, not just the ones that conquered it. And so he proudly rode many beasts and made friends with all sorts of creatures, such as this Kikanalo that you see in front of you.
So this being is not Lycan itself, but a mount of Lycan.
It perhaps knew of Lycan in its time, but it, like many creatures, did not possess a name. Just as once
Oh.
I possibly had a name in my life, but when I turned myself to these duties, I gave myself other names.
Very well. We will see you shortly.
Very well.
Alright, I'll return to the group. Turn to the formerly Flying Dutchman. Your name was not Lycan. The one who sees all has seen the one named Lycan. You knew of him. He was a great character. History. But he is not here, so if you wish to claim the name, it is yours to claim.
Very well. It will be an honor that I will hold up to.
Alright. If any of you would like to follow me, we can. If you would like to come with us, you're going to go to see someone who has seen a lot. Perhaps we'll learn some helpful information that won't lead us in circles.
And
Okay.
Lycan can support 2, maybe 3 passengers.
So, is this a terrestrial being, or is this something that can still fly?
This is a terrestrial being.
Okay.
When they lost their sort of necromantic form that was basically an enchanted magic item to fly around, it's turned into a simulation of a previous being.
Gotcha.
I assume we should behave in front of this all scene, right?
Yeah, preferably. Otherwise, looking at Havelock, he'll make a mess of us.
For those two, I have a suggestion. On my training grounds, we have this tradition called 5 minutos sem perder a amizade, which roughly translates to 5 minutes without losing friendship. If violence is a universal language, maybe those two should argue it. 5 minutes, 5-minute brawl. Let it
So
all out.
Sierra, Holgear, and Johnny get on Lycan and leave Freddy and Havelock to duke it out.
What? Wait.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'm suggesting they duke it out before we head.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Wait, so you found a box?
You know, this sort of makes up the time when we never really fought when we drunk.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wait, Havelock here?
Havelock,
Yes.
Freddy.
Hi.
Y'all want to fight it out?
Sure.
Yes.
I'm not wasting my hit points on this.
Oh, I will.
Oh, but you'll waste other people's hit points.
Yes.
Hmm.
That's the thing, man.
This is not a situation I can resolve. This is up to you guys to deal with.
Havelock, you still owe me a fight from that one time.
I don't know you none.
Was it ink that we drank?
Acid.
I believe we were eating the ink sack.
Yes.
I mean, you guys were eating a lot, not gonna lie.
And
You
y'all
just
So
jealous.
you-
Your stomach can't handle it.
Your pets.
So you owe me a duel.
Like a paycheck, the paycheck.
I'll tell you what. Roll for it.
What do you want me to roll?
Roll a d20. If you roll 11 and higher,
I got a 12.
all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Ready to roll and rumble.
Everyone grab yours popcorn.
How we doing this?
First,
Yeah,
we should probably
okay.
set some ground rules. So are weapons allowed?
If you want
Oh,
me to
yeah.
instantly win, probably not.
We're not here to kill each other. We're just
All
more
right, so
fun.
weapons are not allowed. So okay. Let's see. Next rule: whoever cannot fight or is knocked out wins, of course.
So you guys
No
are
killing
going a
blows.
full combat
Wait a
until
minute,
zero
wait a
hit
minute.
points.
Did you just say whoever gets knocked out wins? Oh, in that case,
Yeah.
gonna knock myself out real quick.
Wait, whoever gets knocked out loses, of course. I'm not thinking.
Using a
I
blanket.
was about to say, so pretty much whoever falls to the floor and says, "Mommy, mommy, I give," wins.
Magic is allowed, of course.
No. I can't use magic without my weapon.
Or do you just want pure hand-to-hand combat?
You want to just toss some hands?
We can throw some hands.
All right, both of you make an athletics check. You guys are just Greco-Roman wrestling.
So,
I got a 15.
Mavlock.
I'll walk.
It's rolling. Hold up.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me! Oh, wait, it rolled twice, and the first one's a 19, the other one's a nat 1.
All right. I guess with that, we'll say that Havelock pins Freddy, but then isn't able to hold the hold. So both of you guys roll again.
So another athletics roll.
Yep.
Knock him out. One hit wonder. Sock him. Make him drop him.
I got a 27.
My dice is fucking weird. It showed I got a 12, but it says 6. Alright, I got a 6.
All right. We'll say that Freddy holds Havelock down. You guys are just rushing around in the dust right now, and it's getting to the point where it's getting really hot now. And you guys are like starting to cough from all the sand, so you decide to give up.
You be coughing. I ain't coughing.
in the effort to see the session actually progress, you guys fight each other until you're worn out, and then we move on to the next scene.
Alright.
Alright, so how many points of damage do we take?
Both of you take 1 point of exhaustion.
I'll take that.
Oh, that's even worse!
I'll be
That's
fine.
Yeah, how many is Holgear still at?
I've got one.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Because
you
I
guys are pretty even.
managed to reduce by 2.
Nice. Yeah, you didn't want to lose your hit points, so I got you, fam.
I never
Gotta break
said
the
that.
partner. Yeah, you gotta break.
Okay.
Alright, I'm satisfied.
So, you
My
guys
dice are
make
so
your way
fucking
out
weird.
of the shattered ruins that are in the desert here, and make your way across these burning red sands. Just in every direction, the horizon is just this almost like maroon golden sand. And there's no breeze, nothing to help you against the sweltering heat of the sky that it is just burning slight. It is just a full sun from horizon to horizon. But after a while of travel and no interaction, you guys make your way over to these ancient obelisks that Havelock, you recognize. This is technology and structures similar to the people that invaded your homeworld.
I dislike where this is headed.
If you imagine a D4, it's that kind of pyramid, where it's like 3 sides and then it's got a bottom. But as you approach, the doors open up for you and you guys are able to make your way inside. It is mildly cooler inside, but incredibly stuffy. And everywhere you look, you can see the walls are just sort of like moving slightly, and you can hear strange sounds. There's like churning and pumps, and every so often you can see the sort of black ooze that's just sort of leaking out of various parts. The internals of the structure seems alive, very similar to what has happened to Lee Khan. Excuse me. Almost as if this entire structure is being held alive with this strange technology.
Can I give that ooze a taste?
You want to give it a lick?
I want to give it a lick.
Look at la la la.
Okay.
Wow.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 17.
Okay. And you're fine with the 17?
Yeah, I'm good with the 17.
Alright.
Havelock dies.
You continue to make your way through these hallways until you kind of start to get lost, even with doors opening and closing behind you, leading you forward. And you get sort of led into this open chamber, and you see 2 statues just sort of step out of the wall, and they're holding these spears. And they just sort of step into formation and then start leading you guys in a specific direction until you are led into a large antechamber with a high vaulted ceiling that almost seems to be like a room of authority, almost like a throne room or something. But there is no throne. But what there is, towards the back of the chamber, where instead of a dais, there is just a pit in the floor with glowing white light emanating up from it.
I would recommend not touching the goo. This one will literally rot your mind.
What are you talking about? I'm perfectly fine.
This time, there will be no second. And we'll
If you say
go
so.
wait. We'll go wait for Kitongu to get out of his dream bath.
I have not been partaking of the substance at the moment, as Omniconnor walks around a nearby pillar. And Havelock, you somewhat recognize this figure in a very strange way. They share no similarities to your race or anything, but the way that their body is shaped is very distinct and interesting. First off, they have an expanded rib cage, an elongated body, and a second set of limbs protruding out of their lower torso. These sort of enhancements or changes to one's body is something that your race was known for a lack of better term.
Havelock's just like looking at the person's body.
Here, I'll get you a picture. Put it in campaign info. There you go. Now, allow me to introduce myself. Upon previous, I introduced myself as Kitongu. However, it seems as though you have met the true original, and so, like your new friend, and they gesture towards Lee Can, it would probably be for the best that I do not go by that name that is not my own. In fact, it has been centuries, if it is even possible to call it that, as time does not truly pass in this place, but a long time ago, since I have gone by my mortal name, although many do refer to me as Ozymandias, so perhaps you can simply call me Oz. And they're just sort of doing like these gestures with the main arms that they have, while the smaller set is just sort of crossed in front of them. They have this very simplistic attire that seems almost monk-esque as they hide their face, but just wear a simple loincloth otherwise. But you can see that their skin is mottled in gray and partly artificial, almost looking metallic in nature. And there is some sort of artificial look of their body. But it is somewhat similar and yet different from what is happening to Lee Can and Mormazak and the rest of the structure around you.
It was like the opposite of what happened to them.
Say that again?
It was like the opposite of what happened to the what was his name? That he picked?
Lican.
Lican? So it was like the opposite of what happened with Lacan.
You cannot make that distinction at this point in time, but you could certainly ask. I think as you all are sort of judging him, he says, I can tell by your strange looks that you are wondering, how am I able to survive after countless lifetimes? And I will tell you, it is not the strange magics of this place. I have had to turn to other methods to maintain myself here. And I think he does like a slight turn towards the pool behind him, but that is my secret and my secret alone. I'm sure you understand.
Touche their own.
Havelock's just like nodding. Yep, magic. Yep, something about magic.
He steeples his fingers. Now, I'm sure you did not come to visit just to see me and ask about my living conditions. So, what is it that you would like to know?
Havelock looks at Hogia.
Sorry, bad timing. The gods in the Prime-Material world have gone missing, and I was wondering if you had seen where they'd gone, what had happened to them, if the root finally got to them.
I was hoping you knew, as all of my eyes have also disappeared. You are the last ventures that I've been able to remain in touch with. It seems as though now is the time for the end of all things. Truly a pity. It has come much sooner than I thought.
It is not all lost. We do know of one way to best the root. Supposedly, well, Kitongu has been spared this fate, and from what we heard last, all it takes would be a pure gold weapon from Havelock's homeland to assist in the destruction of the root and its corruption.
Ah, yes.
From there?
The original plan. And it was him that told you about this. The gold would absolutely do away with the rot that has infested the Morbazak and the root of the Earth Tree. However, there is another problem. And he turns towards Lee Kan. It appears as though some of our structure has infested the mind of this creature.
Are you suggesting destruction or simply letting him stay here?
He turns away from Lee Kan. No, I refer to the previous beast that you came here with. It has returned to the rest of the body of the Earth Tree.
Morbazak.
He nods.
Did you see how this happened? From the last time we saw him, he had been captured by the gods.
If
It was
you
our
remember,
intention.
I attempted to send you to the core in order for you to confront the root itself. But that guardian whisked you all away. Maldrum. Although it seems as though it was not himself truly, and I wonder how long he has been gone. As for even I was fooled that it was still him.
Well, in the future, quote unquote, that we have just come from, Maldron is dead. Or at least that puppeteered version of him has lost form.
He nods.
So we
I'm
either
aware.
return there or aim a little bit sooner, back when there is still an ocean to swim around in.
I am
My-
afraid it is too late.
Would you care to clarify?
Someone else has been tampering with time, and they are far more experienced at it than you are. Than I am.
Ty.
Who is this Tai?
I'll do a minor illusion of a kitsune with a bunch of Frankenstein tails. Looks kind of like Mai. This is the only being that I know of that travels time as adeptly.
He raises a hand to touch where you think his chin would be. I do not know of this being. This is incredibly troubling.
Maybe this will help. Havelock does another minor illusion.
You cut out. What are you minor illusioning?
Havelock put an arrow into the Kasune's neck.
Nice. No.
We paint the picture.
Doesn't ring any bells?
No, that was from us.
The
Yeah, but,
unfortunate
you know,
part
maybe.
is, even if we were to meet the root before the rot infested it, that still would not stop the person behind these misbeings from implanting the structure inside of it, for sending all of this, for all of you on this escapade.
The structure only infected Morbazak after we had destroyed the false mutton chops before I was even born, back in the jungles, before we came here. Could we not intercept that essence
The
of the
world
structure?
tree is an essence of reality. It exists out of time and space. It is not simply a thing that exists where you can perceive it. Much like this place is. And I will admit it is dangerous that you keep coming here, for I fear someone to follow you. I can only remain hidden here for so long. Before they too find me.
In that case, we shall return to the diner before we return to our own timeline. As best we can, anyway.
Well,
Give you-
now that
give
you are
as
here,
much-
perhaps I can send you to someplace other than your last location. Just
Help, we're going to the
to,
last location.
just to help scramble your path a bit more, if you would like.
I'm not opposed, but would we not need to return from where we came in order to get the... I don't know if you saw, but... Yes, we want a submersible in our race, and we needed it to get to Havelock's land.
Well, ocean, but yeah.
There's land under the ocean. You know how this works.
Not if you go deep enough.
Again, that's not how that works.
It is in my ward.
Well then, perhaps you can...
You need to touch seagrass.
What the fuck is seagrass?
I
I
could
mean
send
seaweed.
you.
I don't smoke that.
I could send you mornings before you left. Where the seas are still in play and you could board your vessel that you have won fair and square in the future. You guys want to do a time heist?
Well, the only time we would really need it is if we would go back morning before.
Yeah, while everyone's distracted with the race, you guys could just steal it. Get into the
I am
ocean
not
before it's
opposed.
gone.
I'm down to do that.
Okay.
Why not?
I can save the gnome!
No.
No!
I'm unfortunate that, to tell you, time does not work that way. Even if you were to go back into the previous events with the knowledge that you have, you would be unable to stop it for. In fact, you probably already have, and will again. And the effects have not changed.
Avlox just like makes a minor illusion of the gnome.
Think about it like this. If you were your current self to go back in time, do you think you would trust yourself?
No, he would most likely eat himself.
Which is why you have not
I have
proposed
always
yourself.
wondered.
This is why you have not shown yourself to your past self. And thus, your past self does not remember meeting you. It is all quite logical.
In a manner of speaking.
That being said, you have much to do, and I do not wish to hold you up any further.
Yes. Time and space to save. Not nearly enough time or space to do it in.
Okay, but we didn't get any new plan, right? We're sticking with the old plan. Get gold weapons,
Sticking with
go
the-
to the route and pray for the best.
And contact Gitongu to assist in the destruction.
I have an idea, but that's for later.
Remember,
No, you may not eat the world tree.
Ah, come on!
the aspect of the Morbozak that you met has been consumed into its main form. Whether or not it retains that information or its perspective remains to be seen. However, though it contains structure and joined into a body that was corrupted with the rot, it's tough to say that they bonded very well. Perhaps there is still turmoil there, and the Earth Tree is suffering because of it. I would be careful
All I will
about how much time you spend. There may be
I would
no
certain-
reasoning or saving. Sorry, I keep
It
cutting you
would,
off.
it would bring shame to Mai's memory if we do not at least try to save Morbozak. Though I do not doubt that Tai will try to stop us. If he is indeed the string puller.
That I do not know. You guys hear a bang that echoes across the chamber. Well, perhaps it is for the best that you depart quickly before... I do not mean to rush you, but but I also think it might be for the best to allow you to get back to your journey.
Was
There's
that
another
friend
bang.
or foe?
And what are you referring to?
I do not know. The random banging that's usually does not occur in your quiet space.
What's everyone's
All things
passive
are
perception?
pose.
Like 20 something.
Okay. Holgear, you notice that with like one of his tiny hands behind his hand, he does the incantation for silence and casts it very far away.
Holger raises an eyebrow.
Please allow me. And he leads you over to a section where there's like this the same structure of the two stones sort of making this ring shape, and he holds a hand and a tear in space and time opens up and swirls around inside of these stones, unable to rip open any further. And you can see the sandy shores of Aiden.
What was that? If the random banging is indeed a being that has followed us here, allow us to clean up our own mess.
It is
Wonder what it
of
tastes
no
like.
concern to yours. You will not dare.
I'm going to look him dead in the eyes, whichever. I don't remember if he has more than one pair.
Yeah, he does. You can't see his face. He's got a cloth
I
draped
will-
over it.
I will look to where his eyes would be on a normal person, even though he is definitely not a normal person.
Hey, that's rude.
Bro, look at the images.
Hey, he could be normal to his own race.
I'm ignoring that comment.
For all you know, he's the most handsome of his race.
Shut up.
Suddenly, a swarm of like 8 of those stone statue guards like rush over to one side of the room and exit. And you guys are in a room completely alone with him. He has no other guards here.
I wonder what those stone creatures taste like.
You are
Havelock, you would
easily
know that
dissuaded.
these are basically just animated statues.
Damn it!
You've seen guardians like these before. When your race passes away, they actually you have a special way of ushering on the dead, which is crystallizing them in these forms, or not crystallizing. What's the word? Petrifying them into statues. And from time to time, whenever your city is endangered, they reanimate and help protect your residents.
Wonder. Am
Connor,
I
if we
related
have-
to this?
if we
He's
have put
using
you in
a
danger-
lot of your race's techniques and abilities.
Connor, if we have put you in danger, allow us to fix the problem. Please. We are friends.
The danger is something for me to manage. It is for the best that you not involve yourself. I urge you to simply move on before whatever arises makes its way here.
Has something happened to Talia's mother?
Alright, Havelock grabs Hogear and tosses it. Let go.
I resist. I would like to know if something
Roll
happened
for
to
it.
Talia's mother.
All right.
Havelock, make a strength check, and Holger make a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Oh, saving throw.
Yeah, it's a grapple check.
13.
Ah, well, you win. I got an 8.
Okay. So Havelock just like, come on, come here, and Holger just like gives him the noble, just sort of like hand slap away.
Has something happened to Talia's mother?
You can see that he's kind of like anxiously glancing over to the doorway. Perhaps it is for the best that you leave. Quickly now. And then it's at that point that you see one of the guards come flying back into the room and just slide all the way across the floor, just.
I think we should leave. Those actually really suck.
Yeah.
And that
I'm
one
pretty
just
sure-
died pretty easily.
Since we left the diner, time is running out on the outside, right?
No. Time
Our
doesn't move while you're
metaphorical
in here.
clock is currently ticking. I
Yeah.
think we should go.
Do not make me regret this, Connor. And I will.
You
walk
you
through
hear
portal.
the voice, Rom, as you just hear mad woman
Rom?
marching.
She's in here asking for rum.
Rom.
Oh, rum.
What is rum?
That may or may not be one of the names that I have gone by. It would
I
be the
see.
best if she did not see you here so quickly. Please leave. And you just hear, Rom! And he just like swivels around. All hands splayed out. And you can see this beautiful woman standing in the doorway. She has long, flowing hair that is this deep black that almost seems to turn green in the way that it flows naturally, almost like water pouring off of her head. She is fey in nature, truly beautiful, and you can see that she's got this rambunctious outfit. She's got cowboy boots on and spurs and this jacket and a wong stuck in her holster.
7 out of 10.
Talia's mom. I don't remember Talia's mom being Fae.
I fey-like, because she's a deity.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Wait,
Alright, let the level pass. Let's go.
disguise self so that way she doesn't see it's me. Because I'm the only one here that she would recognize.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast minor illusion and put a fake wall. It's a pretty obvious fake wall. It doesn't match anything else.
We go through the portal, I guess. Good luck.
The as she marches into the room, the portal actually closes behind you. He's like, Darth Fitz, I lost concentration. Hold on just a moment. And she's
This is
like,
your fault.
no,
This is
no,
your
no.
fault.
And she's like marching up with a finger raised, just full mom. Just like, like she's caught you guys sneaking in after curfew. She's like, Rom, who are these people? They are merely passengers making their way through these jobs. But don't give me that story. You told me that there was no way to leave this place. And yet, there are people that are here. How do you explain that?
I have
And
my own methods.
he just slowly steeples his fingers, just trying to retain his composure as she's just going all at him.
I'm just a bush, and the wall turns into like a makeshift.
Oh, he just fucking Fortnite bushes.
He just starts like slowly walking away. He like walks away, but he doesn't realize the bush doesn't go with him.
Calypso, these are a... You can just see that he doesn't know what to say without getting himself in trouble, so he's just trying not to say anything.
I will say, I think you might have forgotten that she actually watched us go through a portal back when Talia and we came through here this the first time. She actively gave Talia a goodbye.
She glances in between you and him, like back and forth. So this isn't the first time I've seen this.
You dumbass.
he does the slow head turn to
did
look
not
at you,
s-
Holgear.
I did not say that in character. I
Oh,
was
okay.
talking to you, the DM.
Okay. Like he was gonna do the full Stewie head turn to look at you. Like, how dare you
He just
call me
looks
out?
at you like you sold me out.
Holgear, you do remember that Calypso was just starting to get her memories back when she was putting her attire back on, but was not fully formed just yet, as she did not look like this when you left. She was wearing like a full piratess regalia, with like that flowy blouse and whatnot.
So this is before we originally came through here.
No, this is after.
So then how does she not know that we can leave whenever? And she's actively staying here to protect Talia.
That's the situation, huh?
So she's lost her memory again?
Calypso,
Or maybe someone's
you
playing
have
with
to
my
remember
memory.
that there are things about the outside world that you are not aware of, and it would be the best to not jump to conclusions. I am tired of sitting here doing nothing when my daughter is out there and needs my help.
Havelock just like slowly sneaks up beside Holgear. She mean
You cut out. What did you say?
Havelock slowly like sneaks up, trying to be the bush. And he goes up beside Tokyo and whispers, "Do you think she means?"
It got out again.
Yeah.
Do you think
always
she
cut out-
means the ferret?
Do you think she means the what?
Ferret.
Ferret, the ferret,
Oh.
the thing that she would always turn into.
Yes, that is what she's referring to.
I'm just expecting for someone to hold up a finger and be like, wait, doesn't she have 2 daughters?
Apparently she forgot about that. Because she's a great mother.
In your mind, Holgear, you hear Omniconnor's voice, which you now know is wrong, say to you, "It is for the best that she does not know. I have been trying to hide the truth from her for her own good. It would be for the best that you simply be on your way."
I'll
Unless you disagree.
I'll message back. Though I will send you a message when we need her for reinforcements. She'll have her ways to vent anger then.
You can see that Calypso's hair is like gone full tidal wave at this point and is like billowed up quite a ways. She said, "You told me that there was no way out of this place. And yet, I walk in here on two strangers that got in here somehow, that you said that people couldn't follow us here, and you're opening a portal to somewhere. Clearly, there is a way in and out of here that you're not telling me. What else aren't you telling me?
I'll message Ram. Are you certain it's not time to come clean? Tell her what we know and don't know. That it's simply for her safety, and while she would not want it to be for her safety,
Make
Waiting
a
for a
persuasion
time to-
check at disadvantage.
waiting for a time to strike would be more beneficial. Persuasion?
Yes.
Disadvantage? That's a 7 plus 14 and a nat 20.
So,
So
disadvantage.
21.
Yeah, so 7 plus 14. Unless... What does that come out to? Oh, 21.
Hero is
Yeah, I'll
basically
leave it.
like that. I draw from discussions.
Wait, what?
This is someone I don't. I'm
What is
I was on
this?
discussion. Yeah, Sierra is just like bowing head down on the floor praying.
Oh, you're recognizing her as a goddess. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, like
Yeah.
the wife of my employee.
Yeah, exactly.
My boss.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with her.
I wonder if I could make her hair turn into a wood, like I did with the ocean.
You would not live the attempt.
Quickly, open the portal. I'ma test it out.
I got a 21. Does that convince Kitongu to come clean or not?
I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh,
No,
This is what we get, Hogio. This is what we get for listening to you for once.
21 for Donnie.
I don't know, but I'm less.
You see, this is why when I don't be a good person. Every time I try to be a good person, try to look out for friends, it fucking backfires.
You don't know what's happening right now.
I know I'm rolling
I got
initiative,
an
and my
11.
my former friend's mom is fucking pissed at us. I know enough.
All right, time to kill a god.
What did Sierra get?
No.
I got a 3.
Hey, they may be your friend's mom. I don't know your friend.
What did Freddy get? Freddy?
Wait, what you get?
Fred
Benito
Meister.
Fredicino?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Frederica?
Fred Flintstone.
Fred from Scooby-Doo?
Okay, no, that's not a good one. Come on. Okay, who's doing the Five Nights at Freddy's?
I'm gonna disconnect him and see if he reconnects. He might have fallen asleep again, I don't know. Because he likes to play on his phone in bed. And this is the third time that this has happened. If he messages me tomorrow, hey man, sorry I fell asleep, I'm gonna tell him that he can't keep playing like this.
Can I eat him?
No. Holger, what did you get?
15.
Okay. Let's see. Of course.
Probably not that one hit off of you.
Hmm?
I'll get knocked down in one hit.
So, here's what happens. In a flash, all four of Rom's hands move. One of them opens up the portal. The other one casts Gust on Sierra, Havelock, and Johnny. I need you to make dexterity saving throws. As he attempts to push you back towards the portal. You can choose not to resist.
I'm going to use oh, my indomitable to reroll it.
Okay. I mean, he's just pushing you back towards the portal.
Yeah, with like magic, so nah.
Okay.
16.
I got a nat 20 for 29.
Okay. Sierra.
I got a 10. I'm going to use an egg point.
Well, the good news is that if you still fail, you don't expend an egg point, so don't use up that egg point. Sierra goes flying. Just... I like this image of these two people planting their feet, and then Sierra tries to do the same and realizes she just got a tail and just goes just up the stairs towards the portal.
Havelock's just gonna be all like, is that supposed to do something? Or...
With one of his hands, he's going to attempt to hold her. And she does. She freezes up momentarily. And then Rom just turns to you, Holger, and says, "You must run now." Johnny, it is your turn.
I'll try to convince her. Like,
He currently has cast some sort of arcane barrier on her to cage her. She looks absolutely pissed, but cannot move for the moment.
okay, I'll keep a fair distance, but do I think she can still hear me or no?
You don't know.
I don't guess she can. I'm not gonna say aloud. The perfectly reasonable explanation for 90% of this. Just give us time to explain and don't murder us. Please.
Maybe just go to the portal like a normal person.
No, it's not normal.
Yeah, but you got a fair enough point.
Okay. It is now her turn. And she is going to scream super loudly as she bursts forward. You watch as the entire room behind her gets instantly flooded with water, and she is rushed forward towards Oz. And she just sort of slams into him, and he's going to... he remains concentration on the portal. It is now his turn. And no, actually, Holgir's next. He goes after
Okay.
Holgir.
Main action, hold person on Calypso.
Okay.
Wait, does
DC
what person
17.
works?
She's going to use a legendary resistance to succeed.
Oh dear.
Why didn't you do that the first time?
He's
I
got
think it's another
different kinds of
effect.
magic.
So be it.
Build different.
Yeah, maybe something like Force Cage or War Force that doesn't affect the creature itself.
It
but
did
the
look
area
like a
around
force
it.
cage.
Yeah. So
Whatever. I'll make my way to the portal.
Okay.
Or is it? And as I make my way, I will just say, Calypso, there will be a time and place where your fury will be needed. Please save it until then.
You can see that there is just absolute, almost bloodlust behind her eyes. And she's like, you can see she's crying. She's like, she's just screaming, which I don't want to do, but she's basically screaming, I need to leave. I need to see my daughter. And you can see Rom's like frail form trying to hold her back.
Holger just looks at her and shakes his head no. And makes my full movement over towards the portal, 30 foot.
Okay. I'll say that it was like 40 feet away, so next turn you can get there.
Okay.
Because you had stepped like right up next to him, to Rom, so you were a little farther away from everyone else.
Okay, and just because I need to do something with, I feel like I need to do something with my bonus action, I'll telekinetic shove her back 5 foot to give Rom some breathing room.
Okay. Is there a save for that, or?
Yeah, DC 17 strength save.
I'll say it's a tie. So is that a meet or beat?
Meet. I thought it was always meets that beats.
Okay. So she doesn't get telekinetically shoved. But you do get the sense that she is still humanoid and in human form, so at least while she's here, she cannot, access her full powers. Oh, it's his turn, so he's going to try and do it again. You can see that he uses 3 of his arms, because one of them's still focusing on the portal, and he conjures this energy around her head and puts her in this trance and says, Calypso, please. You can't go. Not yet. And he is, if anyone wants to make an Arcana check, you can see what spell he's casting on her.
Sure.
I don't know magic, so I'm just gonna say no.
Yep. As a free action, anyone can make an Arcana check.
27.
Okay.
18.
You both know that it's modify memory.
That's fucked up.
I can work for that. That's the question. This is very picky about how
Havlik, what do you want to do?
So she basically just summoned in.
She summoned a wall of water
Yeah.
in a land that probably has not seen water in at least 3 centuries.
So does that
Not
make
much
it her fault that?
Well,
Yeah, that's
partly one of the reasons why the oceans disappeared is because the goddess of the sea is not present and hasn't been for some
Yes.
time.
Wait, so
That's
she's
still-
a goddess of.
She's Calypso.
Yeah.
The Calypso.
Should I know who?
Yes, Havelock, you would
You're-
know who Calypso is. Of
Yeah, I'm
all
probably
the
heard of
deities
her
that you would
once
be
or
aware
twice.
of, you would at least know of her.
I probably heard of her, but wasn't paying attention. I don't really care about gods.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna
She is-
I'm just gonna bow my head to her once and then walk to the portal.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that you have enough movement to walk into the portal. If you want to use your action, you can.
I'm waiting at the entrance.
Okay.
Wait for everyone.
Sierra, what do you do on your turn?
Wait, did Johnny do something?
Yeah,
We're
Johnny
talking
was the
about-
first to go. Everyone's at the portal right now. You were the first one to get there because you got blown backwards, so you can be the first in
Yeah.
if you want.
I think I'm just going to like grow in size, grab Holger, who is like farther away. Like he's like 10, 15 feet away, right?
I mean, you have
Yeah,
enough
go to the
movement speed
portals.
to drag him without needing to do that, but okay.
Yeah, it's because I also want to get Freddy because he's not here. And
Okay, sure,
He's
yeah.
just like staring at the situation, just like grabbing, yoinking him back towards the portal
All right, yeah, you only
before
cut
he
the,
decided to do
the
something
two of them.
stupid.
Okay.
And as I'm leaving through the portal, I'm like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'll do what I can to find her.
And then you go through the portal?
Yeah.
Okay. Johnny, you're next.
How far? Well, for me, how far is wrong?
40 feet.
Yeah, I'll use my whole movement to try to grab him.
You're gonna grab him.
Yeah, like try to like lift him, just try to bail with him.
So you're gonna try and make him break concentration on the portal and the spell he's doing?
So you're gonna sap us heal with the Zani? You sure you want to do that, buddy?
Well, I'm just trying to actually just lift him, not break the spell.
That would break his concentration, Zani. Killing me.
Are you gonna try and take him through the portal?
Or
Yeah.
if he doesn't want to go
Sonny.
because he wants to be protected at the
If
end
you
of
do
time,
that, he'll get killed
sabotaging literally
instantly.
everything.
He
Ah.
came here to
Kill him.
hide.
I didn't
Zani,
know
you're
that.
gonna kill me with you. If you're gonna commit suicide, at least let me live.
I'm gonna
Okay,
say
Sparrow,
if you
can I-
move towards him, he's gonna cast Hold Person on you.
Sparrow, can I retcon and Actron search and pull the both of them through the portal?
I'll say that you can grab 2 people. So if you want to grab Freddy and Johnny, you can do that since Holgear can make it next turn. But I mean, either of them can resist, so it's up to you.
I can carry 3, right? I can just deal to grab someone.
Okay.
So,
And take all 3 of them. I'll just walk in.
yeah.
Yeah, sure. Leave the most chaotic behind. Yeah, trust him to just go through the portal. Good idea. Good idea.
Evil smile.
You guys probably who destroyed the world by accident. Just
Hey,
him.
the world's already destroyed. What the hell am I gonna do?
Wait, more.
How? Literally everything is dead.
You aren't dead yet.
What? I
Johnny-
broke
Johnny, what
the
are you
planet?
doing? What are you
I
doing?
can't do that.
Uh,
Also, Holgear,
I
I'm
got a
assuming that
33
you weren't
to get Johnny.
resisting Sierra.
What?
Holgear, did you want to resist Sierra scooping you?
Nope.
Okay. So Sierra, Holgear, and Freddy have gone through the portal. That is what you said on your turn, and we're gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
yeah, I'll just keep trying to calm her down, and that's it.
She cannot hear you. She's in a trance. You know this because he's casting Modify Memory on her. He is actively going through her mind and messing with it at the moment. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna head to the portal. Just,
Okay. I'll say this. I'll say this. You want to make an insight check?
yes.
Okay. I'll say Havelock, you can do it too.
Alright, let me do it.
That a disadvantage, so I'll roll that by default.
What'd you get?
18.
18. Okay. I'll wait to see what Havelock gets. Just to see if one of you gets a little bit more.
That's a nat 20 for 21.
Okay. So Johnny, as you're like turning to go through the portal, you look back over your shoulder and you can see that he's gingerly like setting her down as she's, in this trance. She's no longer like floating up with her water powers, and he's like holding her carefully. He does care for her. He isn't just like being, mean and abusive about this. And then as you head into the portal and Havelock, you're just about to take a step in, you hear Rom say, Calypso, it's alright. Please just stay a little longer. Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
That
And
man
he's
really
caressing
long.
her face in his hands.
That's a little creepy.
Hey, shut up. You're not over here yet.
Yeah, you don't know.
You did not see anything. Shush.
Havelock,
Right, I
Havelock's
didn't.
Havelock's just gonna bow his head against the both of them and say, "Go walking through the portal."
okay.
My original plan was to cast something, but I'm not doing that.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna cast like minor illusion, so the bush like blocks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And-
So we'll.
You all emerge next to each other, standing on the sandy beaches of Aden. It's almost exactly where you were the first time that you came here, but you can see that the events of the festival is well underway. You can see all the different spots that you guys went to down on the beach. And you can see that evening is quickly approaching.
All the dead crabs is still there.
Yes. Sure.
Damn, we just come back in and we're surrounded by dead crabs.
Sparrow, if you look to the town, do you see our like human tower that we built?
No. I'm gonna say that you guys can't see yourselves at the moment.
Okay.
No.
I'm definitely keeping disguise self on because the last thing we need is to get recognized by ourselves.
I mean, the rest of you
Yeah,
do
of
stick out
course.
like a sore thumb.
Of course, because of like 80-foot long snake.
I'm
It's
gonna
really
have
hard to
Havelock
miss.
go up.
Yeah, but y'all don't have literal family members somewhere in this fucking city.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, that
sorry.
would,
Does
like,
anyone
instantly
else
recognize you.
carry a golden fucking sighting, Hogyu? Have you seen anyone else holding one? Huh?
No, but you're literally the only species like
Yeah.
you in this city, so.
Probably not of this timeline.
Racist.
Okay, I
Havelock.
think we need to establish a rule for Havelock doesn't try to teleport to his trident.
Oh, yeah, there's two of them currently present. Wait a minute, if he teleports, doesn't that mean he could accidentally teleport
Put it in the
to
bag of
one
holding
I'm
quick.
holding? Hat of holding, go.
Oh, that's true. You have a hat of holding. Just stuff it in there. All right, now it's in a
Just
separate
toss it in
dummy
there and
plane.
Put on the hat. There
Yeah.
we go. It's safe now. We're good.
Man, I did not think about that. Oh my goodness.
Havelock tries to do that, and
Man, that
when,
would be amazing.
That's where
And when-
that's where your spear goes sometimes when you just like don't know where it is.
Havelock teleports, and when we see like where his spear is supposed to be, there's just like his legs, and his torso is like on the other spear.
Okay.
Parts of me go to each.
Very quickly,
Divide.
Havelock, do you tell everyone else what you saw and heard?
Nah.
Okay. Well, I think now would be a good time to do a quick bathroom break because I need to top off my water. But you all can discuss on what you guys are going to do now. What's
Okay,
your
so
What a
hear
ship
me
to
out.
steal.
yeah? What's your plan for
Grab
the
on me.
heist? I'll be right back.
Hey. How
Okay,
so,
guys. So hear me out, right? I've been making this plan Asti the heal. Crab Omi.
If you want to do that, it's not like we can stop you.
Well, you see, my
However-
main plan is very simple because I'm about to have advantage on that once the race ends. But go ahead,
Well,
Hoagie.
my only suggestion is that we wait on that until after the race starts, and preferably away from the shore or away from the city.
I'm back.
As
yeah,
far
but the thing is, we don't know where the submersible is.
Yes, you do.
We know it was being crafted by.
It's been
Fucking
crafted
Malachi.
by someone already. It's a prototype. It's already ready to be used.
Yeah.
It's just a
Yeah,
prototype. That's
it's Malachi's prototype. I'm pretty sure we know where Malachi's tower is, and I assume it's in the water already, like, or at the very
Yes.
least dry docked.
What makes you think that Malachi made it?
Because there's only a handful of NPCs that are really, really smart in this campaign, and he's one of them.
Alright, fine.
Bro, process of elimination.
What makes you think he
made?
made it? Because I said so.
Also, admittedly, it's been a while since we were at the start of this race. It's been like 5 or 6 sessions since then. So,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure it was told to us then who it was being made / sponsored by.
I'm pretty sure I made certain not to say who made it, just that there were people that made it.
Yeah, Sparrow never once said who made it. He simply said that it was a prototype, and that's it. You completely guessed it was Kai.
Fair enough.
Oh, okay.
We
but
can-
this thing will
we-
be on the water, so it can't be far away from shore. Right?
Well, considering the fact that they had a boat land, I'm pretty sure they could have it.
That boat was flying.
Hey, if they have flying ships, something tells me they have something to carry a damn submarine.
Sparrow, I have a question. Do we know how big this thing is?
We-
Enough.
It's big enough.
Yes. Let's see. Let's put some
No
dimensions to
going
this thing.
kaiju. No going kaiju.
It's
Oh,
it could fit
I
on
ju-
the back of a semi truck, the way that they move around big machineries, like those big backhoes
Okay.
and whatnot.
wide load.
Yes, it would be a wide
Because
load.
I was
am-
thinking if it was like roughly like large creature size or something, like for like one passenger. If I put the hat of holding and I grow up in size, how my gear grow in size too, and the hat would
No,
become big and we
no,
put the submersible in the
absolutely
hat.
not. Absolutely.
I'm not letting you use my hat for that. No.
I am curious. This is,
It
we're
would be
too late
really
to
funny,
apply.
though.
We're too late to apply this in game, and none of you guys would have realized this. But could we have gotten the Stug while we were Stug V2 while we were in the End of Time?
What the
Yes,
fuck
you
did
could have.
It's too late now, but the Stug V2 is a flying ship that we managed to repair. Basically, it was a spaceship. I sincerely doubt it would have survived the pressures of,
Hey,
The ocean,
here.
but-
How about you make a intelligence check?
just straight up.
Yes.
Let's go -1, or actually no, I'm gonna burn a auto 20 on this for a 19.
Okay. You think about it now, and as you're looking at the, what did I call it?
The submersible?
Yeah, the submersible, the Usul. As you can see, the Usul, it's like on display. It's being like I think there's like a spot in town where it's sort of like on display, so you can see it from here. Its design seems relatively similar to the Stug 2, as does the machinery that it's made out of. A little bit simplified, a little bit more standardized for what you guys are used to, but now that you're thinking about it, it's almost strikingly similar.
Also, it's in a public position?
Yes. It's like on display so that people can see it.
Oh, so we don't need to hunt it down then.
No. But like at nighttime, they take it and like they take it over with the other floats, and then they throw like a tarp over it.
So it can fly? Or it was being transported on a flatbed?
It was being towed around on a float. And
gotcha.
when I say float, I mean a Manus crab, like a big crab with a flat top that they use to cart things around.
Huh.
Yeah, there's these big crabs that you can.
Shit, you didn't mention that.
I thought I did.
The only giant,
that we never met.
the only giant, yeah, the only giant crabs I know of are the ones that we fought on the shoreline.
Oh, those aren't crabs. Those are.
Junkers.
they're-
Mirelurks from Fallout.
Here's the picture again of the Stug 2.
Yeah. We got a cool Halo craft, and we left it in the end of time because we didn't want to fuck with the timelines. But hey, here we are anyway.
Get
Funny
the
how
great
it works.
value version.
Wait, do you think that we can have Havelock can convince the crab during the day to sink, so the submersible just like get in the water?
I mean, we could hijack a crab. Never thought I'd say that sentence, but here we are.
A crab jacking?
Or I could just, you know, talk to them instead of,
that's
you know, kidnapping.
That was what I think. Like maybe you can talk to the crab. It goes down. The submersible get in the water, and Hoagie get in.
I mean, yeah,
I
if you
mean-
could just like convince the crab to run into the ocean with it, probably people wouldn't be able to stop it because it's like such a big crab.
Really near him while he's pulling into the ocean. That's not really going to be a problem.
Yeah, it's submersible, so all you guys have to do is like swim down and get into it. And you've got a big snake lady for that.
We have everything we need. I simply have to go talk to the Gogomel. And I can make him a deal that will probably save him and his people. Considering the fact the ocean's gonna be disappearing tomorrow. Something that they love.
Maybe
The
that's the
easiest way
reason
to
why
fix
you weren't
this-
able to talk to him. Because he had already
Oh.
left with you.
Oh yeah, that would explain it. Think about it. It's that or he lives here and where it's gonna have no water whatsoever. As long as we're able to convince him tomorrow the ocean's gonna disappear and we can take him to an area where the ocean will be there. Where no humans are gonna be fucking with him anymore. And his people can live in peace. He's gonna take that deal considering the fact that all he wants is a place where his people can live.
I mean,
And
yeah,
we're about to
if you offer to save the ocean, he's down for it.
And we're about to head into the underwater city where no one lives. His people can easily take over it. And we
There's no
could use
one
the
that we
extra
know
muscle.
of.
We could use the extra muscle. Think about it. What if more people are down there than I can remember?
Or it's not
What if a
actually
sea
abandoned.
beast? If it's not actively abandoned, I'll just go up and talk to the fucking people that are left. Unless it's the people that invaded. In that case, there's nothing I can do to talk to them. They want blood.
Then it was vampires that took over.
Who
Underwater
is this
vampire cousin.
Gargamel?
What the fuck?
Lee Can is also there, I forgot.
Wait, what?
Oh, he's with us. Okay.
Yeah, he's just also there with you guys.
Wait, this thing can swim or he's going to somewhere smooth too?
Not really built for open waters, but I'm willing to give it a shot. And
Will be
this nightmare creature starts walking towards the ocean.
No.
No, wait,
We
slowly
have a
walk-
vessel.
No. Keep them away from the ocean. We don't want the crabs to come up thinking there's a hostile again.
Yeah. One thing I'm curious about. What is?
Everyone roll for initiative.
God damn it. Alright.
No.
No.
What is?
Port 2, crab fight. Even more dead crabs.
Lakan. Something I'm curious about is he can like squish himself like a slime or something, as to the side of the bones.
Are you asking if he
Or
can make
he's like
himself small?
Oh. No, I'm asking. if
He's
he
not
can,
an
like,
ooze or a
dislodge this.
pseudopod, no.
Yeah,
You can
I
see
was
that he's
asking,
got like a hard shell. He's got like simulated organs
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shell.
He's
He
a
has
bug?
a hard shell, right? He has a hard shell, right? But the other parts, they behave like slime, or they behave like a real creature, like they're organs that cannot be compressed.
I mean, do you want to try squeezing him until he pops?
No,
You
I'm
basically
asking like
if we
These
wanna
aren't
push
questions
him
you
to
can
see-
ask, but I'm telling you that he looks like a normal creature. Just with like
okay,
It's a slimy.
sort of black,
I-
slimy
I
monstrous
was
organs.
just asking this.
It's like if a human
from
was
watching
covered
its
in
behavior.
slime.
Yeah, I'm just
It's a
lost,
carpet.
like looking at its behavior, because if it was like more of a land, like probably some of the bones and plates would like move around a little bit, slide a little bit, but they seem to be like rigid or something. Anyways, our plan is talk to the crab.
Okay, so do we wait till nightfall or do we do it right now?
That's like the size of the crabs.
And how many of them does it take to carry the
Just
the
one.
Usul?
Gargamel could probably zag it in. And these are the big crabs.
No, Gargamel and Sierra at full size could probably drag the Usul. Manus
Oh, yeah,
crabs
why
are
don't
big and strong. Manus crabs are like the stories that people tell that like the flat earth is resting upon. You know how like usually people say it's turtles or like elephants or something. And in this
The
world
at-
it's Manus crabs.
The Atlas crab.
These things have been around since the dawn of time. You know about Manus crabs, Havelock. They are like your version of dragons.
If a mantis crab breathes water,
Yes, Manus crab can survive anywhere. That's why they're such powerful creatures.
so what I'm hearing is
Very armor.
should make a
You're cutting in and out so much we can't hear,
I
hear
should
every
make
other
a new
word.
test subject. Why am
Uh,
I cutting out so much?
I don't know.
Time like a good quality sword could be made from this.
No.
I sincerely doubt that. But Havlock, would you like to try and convince the Manus crabs to assist us, considering there will not be much of an ocean left within 24 hours?
I'd prefer not to leave people I see as family to die, so
Okay.
Should we also go see if Gargamel would like to come with? Or at the very least, follow?
I don't think we can do that because we were close to him.
to a point. Then Gargamel went.
Yeah,
Thank
you guys
you.
like dipped out for the rest of the evening and never spoke with him again.
No, I told him to go take some tentacle to his people.
Yeah.
But know where people is.
Oh yeah,
You know
there's
what?
yeah, actually there's still the body of the Kraken on the beach.
Man, dead crabs and now kragans.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean I could eat some of it now to
No, because once you've had the one thing of the legendary beast, you can't get it eat more.
Hey, I only ever got the acid and decided to do ink sac.
No,
Messed up.
you ate. You just didn't eat the eye. You ate pretty much
No, I
everything
decided
else.
to eat the flesh itself, but I didn't rohan.
I'm gonna say no, so we don't get bogged down again.
Sad emoji.
Underlay.
Well, if the Kraken's dead, then that means that would. And again,
Can anyone hear him?
Nope.
Not really.
Not really,
God fucking damn it!
Oh, we can hear that
We-
though.
but we can imagine what he's saying. Let's go create the crab revolution and go save them. Let's go save the cribs.
Okay.
Took our bones.
Do you guys want to go down to the shore and see if you can?
Let Gargamel's people know, and then maybe steal the Manus crab.
Can someone hear me now?
Yes, we can hear
Yes.
Is it
Or
better
doesn't.
at all?
you. Yes.
Right
Thank
now, yeah.
God.
Less background noise.
One more time. I'm going to bite you back. I swear to God. I will kill you.
We can hear you mumbling.
Not you guys!
Okay.
Talking to my dog biting my legs.
For the by your
Oh, yeah.
ankle.
They bite my feet all the time for no reason. Stop it. Continues, let's continue. Hold up, I'm holding up.
Okay. Just for the sake of brevity, we'll say that you guys are able to get in talk with Gargamel. He's willing to join you on your venture. But what is your guys' plan currently? Are you just gonna wait for nightfall and then go talk to the crab?
Yeah. We'll wait.
Why do you talk to him right now? It would probably save a whole lot of time.
I imagine there's a lot of people around him. And we're probably gonna have to like steal him from the quote-unquote stables.
I mean, I can talk
Yeah.
crab, so I could probably convince him to just come with us.
Yeah, the thing is, when he's in the quote-unquote stables, he probably won't have the submersible anymore. They probably would have docked him somewhere.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
he-
so you want
The
to
submersible is not a.
you want to try and get him when they're like done with the floats and like gonna go take it back and then like catch him
Middle
in
wrapping
that.
up.
Yeah.
So I was under the
Maybe.
impression that the Usul, the submersible, was on a platform, then gets put on the crab's back to transport it, but is not on its back consistently.
Oh, they were like they probably were parading it around on the Uso crab.
Yeah, I think they just take at night so the crab can rest. and that's the deal. I mean, we can try to talk to the crab and set up a signal. And we get away, make up the signal, and he leaves.
I mean, you guys could also, like, wake up the crab in the middle of the night and convince it to carry the Usul to the sea.
I mean, regardless, we got to do something because we've just been talking about this for like an hour.
Okay, everyone who wants to get it from in the middle of the night, say aye.
I recommend we do it when there's less people around at the very least.
Okay, why don't we do this? We talk to the crab now, and we set up with him that when they try to take him out to, him should go to the stables. Instead of doing that, he just go quote unquote rogue and run to the sea. And we
What?
what?
Yeah, good morning, you guys.
And
Good morning.
we just like stay like somewhat close to him. To help
Sorry,
him
my alarm's
to get
going
away.
off. Hold up.
Okay, I'm gonna say that because it's like the evening, the parade is shutting down, things are sort of getting wrapped up. It is now like the open streets time, so people are like going out to see like stalls and whatnot. But like the big events and everything was shut down now that day is over. And you can see the Usul is being transported on a Manus crab at the current moment in
I think
time.
now it's the time.
Now is the perfect time.
Yes. So it's away from the majority of people and it's close to the ocean.
How about work your magic?
Close-ish. Close as it's gonna be.
What magic?
The fish talking magic.
Crab magic.
You can charm person. Can you charm crab? I'm not sure.
God
Solve
charmer?
basically anything, but I'm unsure if my magic will affect a crab.
Still work on animals?
Just use your smooth words.
Okay, let me speak to the crab a bit.
Kill them with your honey words.
I'm not going to float with a crab. You do realize this is a mythical beast, right?
So are you.
And so are you.
If you cannot manage, I will try.
Havelock just like looks at Hogil, confused by what he means by that.
If you cannot convince a crab to move towards the water where it is naturally available, I will do it myself.
Okay then. Okay, so just get me close to the crab and I'll talk to him.
Okay.
And just
That's
run.
fair.
And Leekan is just like hiding behind a stall that's shut down or something.
Alright, where's this crab?
Okay.
Come on, Vican. No one will question you if we are with us. Especially not since you're sentient.
Okay. I mean, like, one of you can be riding him, I suppose.
Oh, what's the choo-choo train?
I respectfully decline.
Okay. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, how does, like, a snake person ride on, like, a horse?
They just like wrap around
You just,
the
like,
horse?
drape over either side like a...
Generally, you don't. I imagine it would be like a chariot type deal.
I think
Or
generally
they-
don't, but I think I saw some sketch somewhere. I'll see if I can find it.
I like wrap
Anyway.
around like a glow half around the stomach, probably.
Okay. The party is, like, making their way along, this area is sort of in between the streets. You guys are sort of going along the rocky coast part, away from the sand of the beach, but probably as close to the water as you're going to get along the route that this Mantis crab is going. You can see that there is like a group of people. They're not really like armed guards or anything, but there is like a few people. I'll say like 6 people that are just sort of like moving with it, just to make sure that they're like handlers more than anything. Just like people to help move it and whatnot, and keep the crab in check.
How closely grouped together are they?
I'll say that there's like one at each corner, and then there's like one person in front, and then one person at back.
Okay, so all within like 30 foot.
Yeah. Well, the
Gotcha.
the Mantis crab is 40 feet in diameter.
Hmm. Okay. I have a spell that could work.
So I think
Combine
they're like a
not to
little
damage the
farther
crab.
away. I think to hit all of them, you would need something with 60 radius.
I have an idea.
I also have an idea. Who wants to go first?
Johnny, go first.
You can try.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm walking up to all the handlers and say, like, I'll hand them a bag of gold. I'll hand them.
Casual robbery in the streets.
Bribery.
I hand them infinite wealth from all of the universes I've saved.
Maybe.
I'll make you a deal.
Like, if any trinkets will get you are on me.
You pick up a sand dollar and say, now here's something called cryptocurrency. I give you this in exchange for a promise of a certain amount of money. They're non-fungible tokens.
Listen here, Logan Paul.
No, I'm sorry. What were you saying, Johnny?
Basically they can say like, hey, if you let me, like, spend a few minutes, like, just hang out with the crab a bit, like, by myself.
You sound like you're gonna try to sleep with it.
As you get close, they're just like, hey, come on, man. Like, you got your chance to look at it during the parade. This is as close as you can get. Like, I get that there's, like, fans that are interested in this stuff and whatnot. I don't personally get it. You nerds or whatever. But, like, I've got to do my job. Just, can't let you any closer. Also, did you say, can you just let me be alone with it for a minute?
Yeah, I was saying, that just sounds like you're gonna try to sleep with the crab, like,
Now I intended to say.
He
Bob went
loves
cold.
crabs, man.
Listen, Johnny, I know you can get lonely during, but listen, buddy.
Moving on. That's just one of those situations where I'm not going to let you roll a persuasion check. It's
We're
just
not
like,
gonna let you.
you want
enough.
us guards to step away from this precious cargo so you could be alone with it for a couple minutes. I'm sorry. That's just not going to fly.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Do you just walk away?
I like to. Well, I don't say that. It's like,
Freddy just goes, fair enough, puts his head down and walks away sadly.
how about with accompanied by only 2 of your guards,
What the heck is going on
and
here,
I'll
Freddy?
pull out the chance coin. And for the chance one, I will say, for on heads, they agree to it. Tail, wait, do I choose what outcomes happen or no?
No,
Or
you
just-
you tell me what you want to happen, and I think what you're trying to say is that, like, if you get heads, the guards just walk away from the crab, and I think what's going to happen is if you hit tails, more guards arrive.
Fair enough.
All right. So I'm going to. Actually, I'm going to ask Google to flip a coin. All right. Heads or tails?
Tails.
It's flipping. It's heads. Okay. So you're just like, hey, you mind leaving me alone for a minute? And they're like, no. And you're like, hold on, flip a coin. Bam.
Oh no.
Dang it. And then just like in the background, you're like, oh, hey, Jerry. And then you just see like 6 more people walk up and they're like, hey, you need help with this thing? Yeah, I'm getting kind of tired. If you just want to help escort us. And so now there's 12 people guarding this thing. And this is one of those things where you can't double or nothing, because I don't want you to just keep trying the same thing again.
Zane, buddy.
With 100 guards guarding you.
Buddy, I think you should have a seat. We'll handle this.
Yeah, go for it.
Just go sit at the kids' table. Let the grown-ups handle this.
Havelock, do you want to risk talking to a crab with 12 guards standing guard?
I handle this.
I have a plan. It's a kind of stupid one, but it is a plan.
I will handle this.
Okay.
Go for it, champ.
I'm gonna walk up to one of the guards and like, hey, you got help?
Not particularly. I mean, we've got more than enough people at the moment. Why? Who are you?
Yeah, it's just some random guy who could talk to it. Make sure it doesn't do anything.
Wait, you can talk to the crab.
Yeah, I can talk crap.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm gonna use an auto 20 for 21.
What? You can talk to it? Like,
Yeah, I
what,
can talk
what
crap.
can it say? What can it say? Talk to it. Say hi to it.
Alright, Havelock's just gonna like walk around to the front of the crowd.
Tell him my name's Johnny and I don't mean it any harm. Oh,
Alright,
ask
got
it
ya.
for its name. What's its name? Does it have a name?
You know what? He puts his hand on the guy's shoulder. You know what? You come with me. I gotta make sure it knows which one I'm talking about.
He's like, okay. He's standing right next to it.
Alright. I'm gonna go in front of the crab. Gonna open up my mouth like I normally would when I'm trying to eat something.
Okay.
Like when I was trying to talk to Gargamel. Hello
Okay.
there, big crab.
Hey, fellow Earth Realmer. I haven't seen one of your kind for centuries.
And I've never gotten the pleasure to see one of your kind. Only hear the legend.
Indeed, we guarded the secrets of the Orkin for hundreds of years before they were all wiped out.
Havelock would like to look down at the ground, sad for a moment hearing that.
And the guy just elbows you. What's it saying? What's it saying? What are you saying?
I'm introducing myself. What's your name again? I'll introduce you.
My name's Johnny.
Havelock puts his hand around Zani, like taps his shoulder. This
Yeah?
is Zani. He's one of the. Not you, Zani! God damn it! This is what we get for naming 2 people the same thing.
I know, it's great.
Oh man, now I'm gonna be so confused.
I know, that's
This
kind of
is
why I
Zani.
did
He
it.
is one of your handlers. Now allow me to talk to you real quick. You see, the group that I am currently with, and you are more than likely not going to believe this, we currently are able to, travel through the timeline, you could say. and I'd like to make you an offer. I'd like to take you with us back to the time where your people were known as legends. Because it is very rough for me to see a legend like yourself, like this, being used as a cargo carrier, pretty much. All I
I am
need for-
nothing more than a beast of burden. I have holds continents and countries for longer than you've been alive. This is not my cross to bear, but my duty. It is an honor to serve even the smallest plights.
Make a persuasion check
I'm gonna use an auto 20.
for a total of.
20.
But I see where you're getting at. What is your plan?
We simply need for you to go into the ocean and wait for us. We will be using a portal? Is that what it's called? A portal, I think they call it. To go back in time to Will. Oh, never mind. Hold on. I was gonna.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
From the back.
Oh my.
there.
I was.
Since
I
you
was
don't
about
know
to-
what you're talking about. You're lying to this thing. There's no portal.
Yeah, you're right. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna be honest. I was about to make a zone saying we're gonna go back in time to take Toki off the menu.
Go back to the future.
Go back to the first Thanksgiving to take Toki off the menu.
Oh my, really?
To be, I mean, I don't believe turkey was on the menu in the first Thanksgiving.
This pizza wasn't it?
I'm only
No,
doing
I'm
this
pretty
because
sure it
it's
was
a joke
venison.
that Spill did. Alright, what do I got for deception? Okay. Let me roll real quick.
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty
it
sure
was
they-
not part of the original feast. It was probably like a deer or something. And I think
Yeah,
the turkey was
venison.
like a commercialized thing.
Yeah. It was
That's
venison because it's way easier to kill a
It
deer
might have
than a
been
turkey.
there because there was like different things, but it probably wasn't like the main thing. They probably had like a big old, I don't know, bison or something. They probably didn't eat bison, but you know what I mean. They had like something bigger that was the focal point. Turkey was probably there, but wasn't like the thing.
That's a 19 and a 21.
Okay.
Very well,
Nice.
I will see you there.
And it just like turns and just starts scuttling down the mountainside, and everyone's like, "Whoa, what happened?" And the guy turns to you, he's like, "Does it not like me? It's me, isn't it? Dang it!"
Havelock looks at him and slowly shakes his head at it. I'm sorry. It really does not like the name Zani.
Huh?
Apparently someone named Zani killed its brother. And it believes that you're that person's relative and you want to kill it.
Lee Can like pokes out from his hiding space and says, "Is this our move? Is this where we move in now? We're supposed to like chase after it and pretend like we're gonna go catch it, right? And we just chase it all the way to the ocean, right?"
Havelock like slowly puts his head next to Zani. You know what they're talking about?
Huh? What?
Not you! Oh god, this is so confusing.
Holger, Johnny, and Sierra, what are you guys doing?
Alright, whenever I'm talking about Zani, I'm just gonna say Zani. Whenever I'm talking about the human named Zani, I'm gonna say human Zani. Wait, is the guy a human or is he something else?
He's something else.
Alright, I'm just gonna call him Creature Zani.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say what he is.
Guess.
Yeah, you have to guess.
He's a fairy. He's a little fucking fairy. That's what I'm guessing.
I'm gonna call you Johnny, I'm going to call him Johnny Johnny.
This is Zani, and this is Zani.
Oh, I usually go by John, but that's okay.
You know what? Your new name? Zon. There you go. Well, I'm calling you Jonathan.
Well, no, my big brother goes by Jonathan. They call me Little John.
How many? Havelock's like slowly getting a nosebleed.
Well, I'm
I know
actually
it's-
I'm John the 16th.
God.
I come from a long
one of
line
it-
of Johns.
So one of his relatives could have killed one of the crabs.
Oh my god!
Guaranteed.
Holy
Oh
fuck.
my god! I just told a lie so good it became reality.
Crab wrangling runs in my family. They're gonna. Oh, I might get disowned for having a crab run away from me. I have to earn back my respect,
This is such a
and he just
strange
leaps off the edge
conversation.
of the cliff.
Oh Jesus.
And he starts running down the cliffside after the crab.
He's trying to get back his. What the fuck?
You know, like the
This is
sprint that
amazing.
you have to do to go down like steep cliffs or steep like edges. That's what he's doing. He's
Yeah.
like doing the full sprint.
This man is out here just.
He's like, "I'm coming. You never told me his name."
He never told me his name.
I
This
think
has
it's
got
at
to
this
be one of
point
the weirdest days I've ever had.
Lee Can is going to like scoot, like he's gonna stick his horn beneath Holger's legs and Johnny's legs and just buck you onto his back and just starts charging towards the cliff edge. Here we go! And just like starts chasing after the crab.
Havelock's just like looking at the other 11 gourds. So, you guys ever have anything like this happen?
One of them, it's just like, man, I don't get paid enough for this, and just walks away. The rest of them are like, man, I'm going to the festival.
Havelock just
Man.
like tosses them each like 5 gold. Here you go. Sorry for the silver.
$5?
Five gold for one.
Oh, okay. I was just like, you can't just make
This
it.
is a Benjamin.
What is this Monopoly money?
Yeah, in
The
the
money of
span
the
of time
future.
since he's talked with the crabs, he's invented a whole new currency.
Little
yeah.
did you know, Sparrow, I was doing a lot more than you would think.
Well, they actually had paper currency to start off with humanity and everything. It's only in the later years that they moved to gold currency.
How about like just start outcoming that?
They traded in barter. It was made out of seaweed. What a strange day.
Man, I really confused everyone here, huh?
Yeah.
Havelock's just like looking at the group. Did I do good or?
Yes.
The group's gone.
Oh yeah,
You
wait,
turn
no,
around and
Sierra's
we're
still here,
gone.
right? Sierra's still there, isn't she?
Yeah, Sierra's still there.
So Havelock just like looks at Sierra, doesn't say anything, and just like jumps down the cliff.
You're not gonna throw your spear and teleport to it?
I don't want to risk accidentally teleporting to the other
Dang
way.
it. Dang it, I thought I was gonna trick you.
Well, isn't it like within 60 foot?
No.
The range
That-
was upgraded. Anyway,
Oh,
It's
shit.
soulbound to him, so it can just he can go to
unless
it and it
there's
can
a
go to him.
magical element blocking me and its connection, I could just teleport to it, or it can teleport to me.
Yeah.
Wait.
Wait.
So can you just steal both of them and just take off?
No, because
But
then he
wouldn't
wouldn't
that
have one.
that would mess with the
That would fuck
timeline,
with the timeline.
which
Though
would make it
speaking of
to
it-
where I would just be confused, if anything.
Speaking of
maybe he calls the spear comes to him and disappears right after because his other self called the spear too.
Yeah, it's Schrodinger's spear. No one knows where the hell it went.
So yeah, it's best if I don't use my spear while we're here, or we could accidentally mess with the timeline.
At least until after the race.
Until we leave, quote unquote.
Question mark.
All right, Sierra, how
Exclamation
are
point.
you just running after everyone?
Period.
Yeah, since this is like a cliff or slash hill,
Mhm.
I want to just like wrap it up and like cut off a disc and just like roll down the hill.
Okay. Sierra and Havelock make athletics checks. Or acrobatics checks.
27.
My dice are so weird.
Okay.
They take forever to spin, and then they spin like 7 times. I need to buy some real life dice, like damn. You said acrobatics, right?
Or athletics.
And I got a +5 in acrobatics. That's a 13.
Okay. So, Havelock, you take off running, and then just bounding by you is this snake ball. It's just boing, boing.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna. Can I try to hop into the morph ball while running?
Oh yeah, if you just want to go into the morph ball, yeah, you can instantly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Sure.
into the morph ball and just go down.
Okay. Yeah. So you don't take any damage then. As you guys are going down the hill, you see Little John, kind of slowing down. He's like running out of breath, basically, and he kind of like skids, and now he's just sort of like light jogging, and he's like, and you guys can just go right on past him.
His motion is impressive.
Yeah, he's
Havelock's just like,
a very dedicated crab wrangler.
he must get back his honor.
Gotta respect the hustle.
Havelock's just like going beside him, and the morph ball pops out, picks up the morph ball. It's just like Zog's beside him. You're really determined, huh?
What? Where did you come from? Ugh.
Magic.
Where
As
did you
you're
come from? And he just like points at me rolling down the hill like a tumbleweed.
Yeah, just mouth open, just pointing, just staring like, what?
Meanwhile, Whole Gear and Johnny are riding down on a semi-mechanical raptor-looking thing.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, when you get to the beach, Gargamel is already there, just like clipping the tie downs, and he just sort of like gives a wave.
Now wave back.
And yes. Shortly after, Havelock and Sierra make it up to you guys. And Little John is like running to catch up. He's like, oh, thank goodness you managed to stop him.
Havelock just pats him on the back. You did your best. You did your best.
Oh, you wait for him to catch up to you guys?
Yeah,
I
well, I'm just
thought
gonna wait.
that the only thing that he sees is like Holger closing like the hatch of the submersible as the thing, as the crab is carrying it underwater.
You did good. You did good. Here, catch. And you just like turn into the morph ball in his hand. He's like, what?
Nah, I'm just gonna. What should I do to try to help him out? You know what? I got something that's gonna make his day, kind of. I'm gonna give him 30 platinum pieces.
God damn!
Holy!
Where did you get that much
This is
money?
more than I was gonna make the whole festival.
That should maybe make your family not as disappointed.
Right before.
I'm pretty sure that's like more than a lifetime of work for some people, but okay.
This was common money where I live.
Can I at least try to mend things between us?
Does he mean him and the crab?
Yes.
Sure.
He walks
me-
up to the grab, just completely oblivious that you guys have taken the submersible off of him, and just like piloting it away. He's like, he's come up to the front of it. He's like, "All right, look, my name's John," and the crab just turns away from him. And he just clenches his fist, and a single tear rolls down his cheek.
Havelox is like going behind him, taps his shoulder. I'm sorry. He didn't want to hear it. He's still scared of you.
He sniffles and says, "Some things just aren't meant to be."
And right before like
Havelock.
right before Sarah closes the hatch, before I can see him, I'll like pull out my coin and flip it, and for heads, well no, well what?
Tell me what you want to happen.
I want him to have a very successful life outside of crab wrangling.
Okay. Call it heads or tails.
Heads.
Oh no, if you fail, does that mean he has a very, very bad life
Don't
instead?
you dare flip that coin. I just gave that man a lot of money. You ain't
You
gonna fuck it
flip
up.
the coin, and he says, "Maybe there's something else out there for me."
He
And you don't
made
know.
a man give up on his dream.
Oh, actually, I guess you do know. It landed on tails.
Go. Oh.
So now he's gonna
Congrats.
have a very unsuccessful life doing
Congrats,
anything
Donnie.
other
You
than
just
crinkling
murdered a man,
crabs.
pretty much.
That's what I planned to happen. I'm
No
not
double or,
man.
no double or nothing in this, Johnny. You have to live with that guilt.
No, he walks off.
About the opposite would happen, like where we'll make him more devoted to being crab wrangler.
Nope, that's what
You
happens.
didn't word it in the way that he would become more devoted to crab wrangling. You just made it to where, oh, the one you picked is you become very successful doing anything but crab wrangling, or be a very much a failure doing anything else than crab wrangling.
Yep.
If you wanted to do it right, you would have said he'd leave crab wrangling and give
Anywho,
up on it. Or if
all four of you, all five of you, including Freddy, get in along with Gargamel and Lecan. It's big enough for all of you to fit in there comfortably. There is like seating for like 6 people. And so Gargamel kind of has to like scooch himself off to a corner, and Lecan's just sort of like in the hallway, sort of passageway between the different stations. Yeah, who is driving this thing?
not me.
I've got. I don't know if this will apply, but I have proficiency in, ocean-based crafts.
I will allow that for this.
Sick. Yeah.
We got any ferrets around? You guys had a ferret as your captain last time.
No, she currently, I believe in this time, is fighting with her sister over which, for some reason, in the ocean, and she will. Oh wait, no, the gods are gone now, but nobody's realized it. I don't know where she is.
Your gods will never heal. They don't kill that.
Yeah, they were always fucking around. Anyway,
So I was right, never to really believe in any of them or anything like that.
Okay.
I
No,
knew-
they
well,
exi-
I knew
they
they
existed.
I knew they exist. I simply did not care enough to like worship any of them or anything like that. Most of my people did. I didn't, because I didn't really see eye to eye with those beliefs. Then again,
Yes,
I'm pretty
well-
sure one of those gods have probably tried to kill me once.
At least once. Anyway, let's get going.
Maybe twice.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Yeah.
Don't make me break that window and wheel us out. Besides me.
There is like a spot for someone to man the steering. There's someone to man the claws. There's like a bunch of different jobs. I'll make out a whole list of them or whatnot.
I've got proficiency in water vehicles, so I guess I'm piloting.
Okay. Yeah, that won't necessarily be as long as you have proficiency, you can steer it. Whenever there's going to be like an issue of like coming against a current or like evading a creature in something in combat or whatever, that's when you'll make those rolls and then you'll have proficiency. But for people that aren't proficient, they would have difficulty even controlling it, and they would have to make a check. But you don't have to make a check.
Gotcha.
You sit down at the controls, and it looks very alien in here, for lack of a better term, and you expect that there's to be like a bunch of arcane controls with like buttons and whatnot, but actually when you sit down, it's got like a very simple lever system that kind of makes it look like one of those trains that are like on carts with like
Sollies?
lever forward. So you've got like two levers to go like
Solly code?
forward left and forward right, so you can like steer. So if you want to just like spin on the spot, you can go forward left and backwards right, that sort of thing. Yeah, it's just like a very simple setup that you're used to, and actually there's a little piece of paper on the dash. If you want to take a look at that, Holger.
Definitely. Take a look at the control note, I guess.
Okay. There is a little instructions on like how the whole thing works and whatnot, detailing it very simply enough. And then at the bottom it says, wish you luck. And then it's signed J, TD, and M.
Wait, JTGAM?
There's J, and then beneath it is a TD, and then below that is an M. So it's
there's
three different
people who
signatures.
made it.
Yes.
3 different ones.
Malachi
okay.
is probably M. Not entirely certain who J would be, or TD. Could I roll a history?
Yes, and you have advantage.
Oh man, I just realized something. I'm not gonna get that soldiery, am I?
Nope.
Oh yeah. Oh, not.
Ah man, and here I was gonna be upgraded again. Sad face.
I mean, could just resurface and come back to that.
Would you
I
get
have
level,
to
Jared?
go
Uh,
after the race.
13.
You remember some previous colleagues named Joshua and Tinker Dan?
Oh shit. Yeah,
Tinker
Joshua.
Dan.
I don't. Did we meet Tinker? Did I meet Tinker Dan? I don't know if I did.
Nope.
Oh, okay. I did know Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
He was a member of the party. Actually, I wonder. Can I
Tinker Dan
send a
isn't a
mess-
character from this campaign.
I fucking hate Tinker Dan.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Why you gotta bring
right.
him into this, huh?
That's personal beef you guys have. Okay.
No, it's the same person that played Slippery Jack, but in a different campaign. He was an artificer.
Oh, okay.
Basically the same kind
Tinker
of character,
Dan, the
but
fix
just a,
it, man.
yeah, he made stuff and fixed things.
Gotcha. All right, let's head to the ocean, where there's apparently a city made of gold.
But yeah, you remember Slippery Jack, right?
Yeah, of course I know Slippery Jack.
Okay, just checking.
I just didn't know who Tinker Dan was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I fucking do.
I'm
Apparently
going
someone-
Why you gotta bring Tinker Dan in? Huh?
That was literally just a little Easter egg for you.
I hate you. Thank you, though.
But you know what this means, right?
Yes, I know. Same universe. Be quiet.
Yes. Same universe.
That means there's a banana snake out there somewhere being left alone to die.
And as you guys dive deeper, you watch as a I don't know. I can't draw a word picture right now, but you guys go into the ocean and it's cool. Like some seaweed gets drifted off to the side. And the Manus crab is just like scurrying across the bottom, and it's just like leaving, I guess. And then you see a patch of bananas growing in the water, and you see the little
Son of a-
snakes start to emerge, and then the Manus crab zooms over and consumes all of them.
You son of
No, that doesn't happen. That doesn't.
a... Alright, this is my final day in this campaign.
Banana snakes don't grow underwater. You know this.
Yeah, but they can live down there.
No, they need the sun. They're land creatures.
And why does it specifically say they can live in both land and sea?
Well, they can like traverse, but they don't like to just live down there.
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
Anywho, like you can swim in water, but anyways, do we just want to end the session here? Yeah,
my
it's
whole like
it's been
that?
gone long enough. We've gone for 2.5
This is
hours.
good enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's almost midnight here.
yeah. Progress though.
I'm gonna go cry about the dead banana snake.